Hey everybody, I'm back again, this time with a Tableau tip. What I want to do today is I want to show you the explain data button within Tableau. I've used it this week when I'm working on a dashboard and I found it really useful and helpful, and let me show you why. So let's give some background on what I'm doing. This is a data set about two different hotels, a city hotel and a resort hotel, and this is their revenue over time. And what I noticed straight away when I generated this chart was all these outliers at the top here from the city hotel. This is, they're earning a huge amount of money, which is, way off their average several times. This could be, and now I'm guessing, right? It could be weekends, it could be promotions, blah blah blah. But why guess when we've got the explain data button? So what we do is we basically click on the a data point that we find interesting, and we move over to this light bulb here, and that's the explain data button. And once we click on it, what it's doing, it's using its own algorithms to figure out what's unique about it, what's what's different, what might be interesting about this one particular data point. And if we click on it there, for example, over here, I can take a second to load it up. It'll just basically break down specifically all of the details within that data point. And once you read through that, you'll find some very interesting conclusions. For example, I won't bore you with it, but for this, I found that it was large groups of people that were coming, which would maybe support my idea that it was some sort of a weekend or a promotion. So what we can do is we can test that hypothesis by looking at another data point, run that, let's see if it's similar, and you can do that. You can click on it. Now the second part that I really like about this feature is the other things to explore, and what that means is it just kind of says like, okay, this is the main thing you're probably looking for, but why not look into this? And that's something that we all love to do as data analysts, right? We like to explore and play within our data, and I have found so much interesting stuff by looking in here. Let's look in here. Why not? So it's certain other things that might be interesting to us. So let's choose, let's for example, market segmentation. So what type of bookings? So if you look here at this little chart, it's showing, right, the gray would be the average, right, of how many people are online. That's down. TA stands for tourist agency or travel agency, sorry. So groups, you can see again, which goes back to my original hypothesis, is really high. So that's two different, very high anomalies that we see in the city hotel coming from groups. So it could be something that the city hotel might need to concentrate more on, the idea of like getting groups. Now lastly, we can click on this little button here, and we've got this graph now. We can put this into our dashboard. We can use it again. Really cool, really interesting graph. And I've also got, for example, just to pop this one up, this is another graph that I got from the explain data button, which shows total revenue over average revenue, which again is fascinating. If you look at, for example, here, the city hotel, all these anomalies at the top, this really quickly shows you that they're generating a lot more revenue than the average revenue. And then in the opposite way, the resort hotel is generating revenue that's very low compared to the average revenue of the two hotels. So there you go, there you have it. That's an explain data button. I highly recommend that you play with it and you have a look at when next time you're building a Tableau dashboard. And that's it. Have a lovely day. And take care. Bye.